A minute, sir.
Hello, I am Dr. J.S.
Just a
Minhas.
minute, sir. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I welcome Dr. J.S. Minas, and he will speak on the topic potato production in India. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. J.S. Minhas, and I'll be presenting the potato scenario in India with specific uh, reference to potato seed. As you all know that potato is an important crop, and it is always, and you know that the seed is always more important than the crop. So I will discuss prospects of potato seed production in India as well as seed industry. Now, India is producing about 60 million tons of potatoes every year from an area of about 2.3 million hectare. Potato production has increased from 40 million ton to 60 million ton in last 10 years. Potato productivity has increased by about 20% from 20 ton per hectare in 2016 to 24 tons per hectare in 2024. Potato production was about 25 million tons in the beginning of this century, that is in the year 2000. It has more than doubled by the present time. Now, coming to the states, the major potato producing states, Uttar Pradesh is the largest potato producing state, contributing about 20 million tons, followed by West Bengal, Bihar, Gujarat, MP, Punjab, and other states. The top six potato producing states add up to 90% of potato production in India, with other states playing only a minor role in potato production. Now, potato is a major world crop and is grown in almost 155 out of 195 countries, ranging in climate from temperate to tropical. Although it is a crop of temperate climates, but has adapted well to other weather conditions. In 2024, world produced 390 million tons of potatoes from 17 million hectare area. Asia is the biggest producer, with India and China contributing about 40% of world production. During last century, Europe was the largest producer of potato in the world, but this title was claimed by Asia in the year 2004. Now, why potato is getting so much importance? World population is increasing, arable land is getting scarcer. When we compare it to other major food crops, we find that potato far exceeds in the production of dry matter, edible energy, and edible proteins per hectare per day. Potato has a harvest index of 80 to 85. That means 80 to 85% of the dry matter is converted to economically important part compared to 40 to 45% for other food crops. The crop produces about 53.5 kg dry matter per hectare per day compared to 24, 22, and 20 for rice, wheat, and maize. Similar are the figures for edible energy. Now, when we take into consideration crop duration and energy production, we find that potato crop produces 17.6 teracalories in one crop season compared to 9 to 13 teracalories for other food crops. This energy can support 72 persons per hectare per day from potato compared to only 35% and 29 persons from rice and wheat respectively. Therefore, potato has been declared as a food for future by FAO, and the year 2008 was declared an International Year of Potato. Potato is about 80% water. It provides 77 calories of energy per 100 gram of edible portion. Along with carbohydrates, it has all other nutrients needed by the human body. Potato protein has a very high biological value and is as good as egg protein. It is a rich source of potassium and vitamin C. The main limiting factor for potato production is seed, Therefore, we will discuss some aspects of potato seed. Now, the cost of seed alone accounts for 40 to 50% of cost of production for potato, and quality seed is a prerequisite for optimum and profitable crop production. If we can ensure availability of quality seed to potato growers, average potato yield in the country can be increased by at least 20% without any additional input. As you know that potato is a vegetatively propagated crop and is attacked by a large number of viruses. These viruses accumulate over generations, and if we use the saved seed, the productivity reduces year after year because of accumulation of viruses. Therefore, virus-free seed is of utmost importance for high productivity. As I told you earlier, potato is vegetatively propagated crop and viruses accumulate over the generations and reduce the yielding potential. This is called degeneration. The degeneration rate differs among the varieties. When we develop a variety, it takes 10 to 12 years of field multiplication. So fast degenerating genotypes are automatically screened out during this process. Therefore, most of the varieties have low to medium degeneration rates. Rate of degeneration varies with the variety as well as the initial virus load. Therefore, if the initial virus load is less, seed will last for a longer duration. Now, different viruses cause different symptoms and varying amount of yield reduction. As the number of infected plants in the crop increases, the yield reduction also increases. Potato virus S and potato virus X cause very mild symptoms and cause up to 10% of yield reduction, even when almost all plants are infected. PVY, potato virus Y strain N causes mild symptoms and can cause up to 25% of yield loss. On the other hand, potato leaf roll virus and potato virus Y ordinary strain cause severe symptoms and lead to substantial yield losses. Moreover, these viruses always occur in combination and can cause severe loss in yield if not managed properly. Now, coming to seed requirement in the country, total seed required every year is about 5.7 million tons for an area of 2.3 million hectare and at a seed rate of 2.5 tons per hectare. This is a very large number. Now, theoretically, 1/4 of the seed requirement can be met at 25% seed replacement rate. There is a particular situation as far as seed is concerned. On the one hand, there is shortage of good quality seed, and on the other hand, the seed producers are not able to sell the seed as the resource poor farmers cannot buy quality seed because of high price and have to settle for seed of questionable quality or even they go in for table potatoes. Moreover, there is no proper marketing channels in place to take the quality seed to every corner of the country. Seed marketing is not organized and seed producers sell their seed to captive buyers only. Central Potato Research Institute is injecting 2,600 tons of breeder seed into the market every year. This seed may or may not be certified into Foundation 1, Foundation 2, and certified seed, but is there in the fields. And over the decades, it has certainly helped improve the seed quality in the country. That is evident from the yearly increase in average yield in the country. In fact, India is the only country in the region to have robust seed potato program. China is still building a seed program, and the average yield in China is still 20 tons per hectare compared to 24 tons for India. Now, at present, there are 40 aeroponic units in the country that can easily produce about 1 million ton of G4 seed operating at a moderate level. These labs can be upgraded or their number can be increased to meet entire seed requirement of the country, provided a sound quality assurance and marketing channel is established. In potato, we get only 6 to 8 tubers from one plant compared to 200 to 250 seeds from one wheat plant. And we need 2.5 tons of potatoes per hectare compared to only 40 kg per hectare of wheat seed. Therefore, we need to multiply the seed for at least 4 seasons to get sufficient seed for commercial crop in case of potato. Moreover, breeder seed allotted by Government of India to state governments is not multiplied for required 3 seasons before selling certified seed to the farmers, therefore reducing the available quantity of certified seed. Potato seed production requires low aphid period during the crop cycle, which is available in only a few pockets in Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. Rest of the potato producing areas are not suitable for seed multiplication as buildup of viruses is very fast. Traditionally, seed has been produced through tuber indexing. Buds are scooped from the tuber, dormancy is broken, and buds are grown in a greenhouse. At 3 to 4 leaf stage, leaves are plucked and leaf juice is used to test for viruses using ELISA or PCR. If found virus free, for all the 10 viruses tested, the mother tuber is planted in the field in stage 1. It takes 4 years to produce breeder seed and 7 years to produce certified seed. Breeder seed is produced by the Central Potato Research Institute and the certified seed is produced by the different state governments. Prior to 1960, seed was produced only in hilly areas above 2000 meters height due to incidence of low insect pests which spread viruses. In the 1960s, CPRI, Central Potato Research Institute, developed seed plot technique, which is based on availability of vector-free window from October to December in northwestern plains, specifically Punjab plains. The horns are cut before aphid crosses critical limit to contain virus incidence. Earlier, when seed was brought from hills, it was planted during January because of dormancy issues. It used to degenerate within 1 year because of high vector population during the growth period. So fresh seed was needed every year. So this technique has been further refined by use of hot weather cultivation and crop rotation, use of healthy seed, and use of sprouted seed. Planting is done in the first week of October and use systemic granular insecticides, rogue out diseased and off-type plants, control diseases and pest vectors, deharm before vector crosses critical limit, harvest, cure, and treat seed before storage, and then store seed in cold store in the plains and country store in the hills for the next planting season. Now, potato seed quality largely depends on the presence or absence of different viruses in the seed tuber. As you know, viruses cannot be killed by any commercial chemical. So tissue culture is the only method by which plants can be made virus-free. Meristem tip is cultured in combination with chemo and thermotherapy to produce virus-free mother plants. Mother plants are tested for 25 viruses through PCR. Once virus-free mother plants are ready, they can be multiplied through tissue culture in 21-day cycle, and from one mother plant, up to 1 lakh plants can be produced in 1 year. So this is the tissue culture. Tissue culture is a faster method of multiplication compared to field multiplication, where we get multiplication rate of about 6 in 1 year. However, in tissue culture, one cycle is completed in about 3 weeks, and the plants are cut and multiplied. From one plant, we get 3 plants in first multiplication, 9 in second multiplication, 27 in third multiplication, and so on. In 12 multiplications, we can get about 1,80,000 plants. But because of space, manpower, and logistic constraints, this number is not attained practically. But still, a large number of plants can be produced by employing this technique. So these tissue culture plants can be planted in a net house after hardening. Here we get 10 to 12 mini tubers in 3 months, which are further multiplied for 2 more seasons in the field to get the commercial seed. On the other hand, the tissue culture plants can also be planted in aeroponic system where we get about 50 tubers per plant in one crop season. Nutrients are sprayed on the roots in the dark chamber and tubers are plucked when they are about 15 millimeter in diameter. This way, tubers can be harvested every alternate day and new tubers keep on forming, leading to higher number of tubers per plant compared to soil grown plants where harvesting is done at the end of the season only. So these mini tubers are cured and stored. They can be grown in a net house or field for 2 to 3 generations to get commercial seed. Aeroponic technique has become quite popular among farmers of Punjab and Haryana, and at present about 40 units are operational with installed capacity of about 70 million mini tubers per year. So this is a good news for potato seed sector and more high quality seed will be available to the farmers in the coming years. There is an informal seed system operating in Punjab. Out of a total production of 2 million tons, 25 to 35% is sold as seed to the various states like West Bengal, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, etc. Punjab farmers are taking full advantage of the seed plot technique developed by CPRI. They are maintaining good seed health over many generations by pest management and rogging and favorable climate. The system need to be studied, documented, and strengthened and regulated so that unscrupulous elements cannot take advantage of it. So these are the seed standards for Foundation 1, Foundation 2, and certified seed. Of type should be 0.5, 0.05, 0.1, wild mosaic 1% for Foundation 1, 2% for Foundation 2 seed, and 3% for certified seed. Severe mosaic is 0.5% for Foundation 1, 0.75 for Foundation 2, and 1% for certified seed. The total viruses should be 1, 2, and 3% for Foundation 1, Foundation 2, and certified seed. Brown rot is 0 for Foundation 1, 0 for Foundation 2, and 3 plants per hectare for the certified seed. So these are permissible limits. The common scab should be not more than 5%. The black scurf up to 5%. These are the tuber-borne diseases. Late plant should be 1%, dry rot 1%. The total should not be more than 5%. These are the seed size standards for the hill size 30 to 60 millimeter or 25 to 150 gram is seed size and above it is oversize. For plain seed 35 to millimeter, 30 to 55 millimeter is seed size, which is equivalent to 25 to 125 gram, and oversize is more than 55 millimeter or more than 125. So these are different seed standards in different countries, India, Holland, Canada, and UK. This is a comparison. That's all from my side on the potato seed production. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your presentation. I will take up the questions now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir, so that we can see your full video?
Is it still shared?
Yes, sir, it is still shared. Just check, sir. There will be an option stop sharing. It's not coming, sir. You're not getting, is it, sir? Okay, leave it, sir. I'll move on to the questions. Okay?
You do it from your side if you can.
Try once, otherwise I will
Yeah.
move to the question. Shall I move on to the question, sir?
Stop sharing this.
There only down you should get some blue color buttons. Stop sharing. No, you come down, sir, below your screen.
There is share.
Okay, leave it, sir. We'll take up the questions.
There is no stop sharing.
No problem. Okay. I'll move to the questions now. The first question is what are the biggest challenges faced by potato farmers in India today?
The biggest challenge is the availability of good quality seed because the availability of seed is not more than maybe 20 to 25%. The rest of the farmers, they are planting the table potatoes only in their fields. So that is the biggest challenge as of now.
Okay. Sir, how can small and marginal farmers improve potato yield and profitability?
Now, first of all, they will have to actually the potato cannot be grown everywhere. It requires uh, cool climate. So if the potato climate is suitable for production, only then the farmers will get high yield. So therefore more than 90% of potato is grown in Indo-Gangetic and Brahmaputra plains, right from Punjab, Haryana, UP, then Bihar, Bengal, Assam, and MP, Gujarat. So these are the major potato growing states. The rest of India is slightly warmer for potato, therefore the yield is also low, and the potato is also grown in a very limited area in these.
Okay. How is climate change affecting potato production in India and what adaptation strategies do you recommend?
Actually, the potato requires cool nights for optimum tuberization. And because of climate change, the temperatures are increasing, leading to lower potato yields because the nights are becoming warmer and more, and the available days for optimum potato production are reducing. For example, if we say in Assam, earlier there were about 120 days available for potato production, which has now reduced to about 100 days. And in the coming years, it will reduce further. So, to overcome these difficulties, Central Potato Research Institute is now breeding for varieties which are tolerant to heat and which can produce the similar amount of yields at higher temperature as it is being produced now. So that is a strategy being followed by the government.
Okay. What are the common diseases in potato cultivation and how can farmers effectively manage them?
Potato is uh, infected by about 30 viruses, insects, and fungi. The major potato disease is the late blight, which is caused by a fungus. It requires uh, rainy days, high humidity, and it spreads like wildfire. Within 3 4 days, if the climate is suitable for late blight production, the disease can wipe out the entire field within 3 4 days. So it can be managed by different fungicides. Second is viruses, which reduce the yielding ability and reduce the seed quality. So, as you know that we cannot kill the viruses. So the only solution is to get virus-free seed because the viruses are spread through the seed. If the crop has suppose 10% virus this year, if we sow that seed, so next crop will already has have 10% of the virus. So other insect diseases are not of are only minor and they can be managed by simple insecticide sprays. And for late blight, we have to manage it by prophylactic sprays as well as sprays when the disease appears.
Okay. How important is cold storage infrastructure in reducing the post-harvest losses in potatoes?
In potato, the total post-harvest losses is about 16%. whatever we produce, out of it, about 16% is lost because of the post-harvest losses. Potato is produced only, the harvesting is done only in the month of January, February in 90% of the area, starting from Punjab. As I told you earlier, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Bengal, Assam, and then MP, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. So all these states are the major potato producing states. 90% of potato is produced here, and it is harvested in the month of January, February, and March. And since we need potato throughout the year, so this potato has to be stored in cold stores. The storage capacity available in the country, I think, is about 35 to 40 million tons. So 85% of the cold storage capacity available in India is at present used for only potatoes. So what else you wanted to know?
Okay. Sir, what opportunities do you see in potato processing industries such as chips, fries, and value-added products?
Uh, the potato processing industries in India started in the year 2000 or around that period. Earlier, potato was not being processed. Now, about 8 to 10% of potatoes in India is being processed into potato powder, potato fries, and chips and other products. And it is increasing day by day. This industry is growing by, I think, more than 20% every year. So the future prospects for, uh, since the production is also increasing, so we'll have to go in for more and more processing to accommodate the increased production. Otherwise, the prices can drop substantially. So this
Okay.
industry is increasing at a good rate now.
Okay. What role does quality seed potato production play in increasing productivity?
Seed is the basic requirement for productivity. If the seed quality is not good, all other inputs are of no use. If the seed is, uh, and the main problem with the seed is the presence of viruses. If the viruses are not there, we can get the full potential. We can get up to maybe 40 to 50 tons of potatoes. If the viruses, if we use virus infected seed, depending upon the presence of viruses, the yield is reduced to a large extent.
Okay.
So the high quality
Yes.
seed with no viruses is of utmost importance for high potato production.
Okay. Which potato variety are currently most suitable for Indian climatic conditions and why?
There are a large number of varieties which are grown in different areas. So the most popular variety at present is Kufri Pukhraj, Kufri Jyoti, and the other upcoming varieties are Kufri Surya. And there are some private companies also which they have abroad varieties from abroad, and they're also pushing those varieties. So the available varieties is a quite large number, and they are mostly suitable for different climatic conditions in the country, and farmers are getting those varieties. Hello.
So next question is, how can young entrepreneurs and agri startups contribute to the potato value chain?
Agri startups, they can start the aeroponic systems, and they can go in for seed production, the seed multiplication. That is one area. Second area is they can go in for processing, and they can develop supply chains, because all these processing industries, they need potatoes throughout the year in a substantial amount. So these startups, they can produce these supply chains. So they can procure potatoes from the farmers, store it, and then transport it to the end users. So these are few areas where even they can go in for high quality cold storages also. So that is another area of this potato value chain. So seed production, processing, then aggregation and supply to the industries, and the cold storages. So these are the areas where these agripreneurs they can come in the potato sector.
Okay. Sir, what government schemes or support systems are currently most beneficial for potato growers?
I am not aware of much of the government schemes because that is not my field, so I will not be able to answer that question.
Okay. Sir, can precision farming technologies like drone, IoT, or AI help improve potato cultivation efficiently?
Yeah, these technologies can help in identifying the diseases when they are at the initial stages, and the precision farming can help in providing the adequate amount of nutrients to the plants. So definitely these techniques can help the uh, potato crop in enhancing the productivity. Definitely.
Okay. Sir, based on your long experience in potato research, what advice would you give to the next generation of agricultural scientists and farmers?
Uh, this is a growing sector. Potato production is increasing, and our aim is to produce 100 million tons of potatoes. At present, we are at 60 million tons, and I think by the next 20 years, we aim to produce 100 million tons. For 100 million tons, we need more area, we need more cold storages, we need more industry, we need more scientists who can develop varieties which are suitable for the changing climate, suitable for processing, suitable for table purposes. So it's a it's a bright future for the scientists, for agripreneurs, for the farmers, because this is a growing sector. And the potato is important because it produces highest amount of dry matter per unit area per unit time. And as the arable land is decreasing, population is increasing. So potato is going to be playing a more and more important role in providing sustainable food to the masses.
Okay. Sir, based on your long experience in potato research, what advice would you give to the next generation of agricultural scientists and farmers?
I just gave that advice. You asking this question. This was the last question you asked me.
Okay, okay. Sorry, sir. By oversight, I have taken it out. Sir, India is one of the world's largest potato producers. What are the major factors that helped India achieve this position?
India is the second largest. This is the population because we eat everything we produce. So as the population is increasing and urbanization is increasing, the processing industry has come in. 8 to 10% of the potatoes are being processed, and a lot of potato products are being made, like potato chips, French fries, and potato powder, which is being exported to many countries. So, and this availability of the Central Potato Research Institute has played a central role in the enhancement of potato production. Area has increased, productivity has increased, and production has increased over the last many years. As I told in my presentation, that during 2000, the total production was 25 million tons, and now we are at 60 million tons. So we are consuming 60 million tons at present. By we are eating it and we are processing it. We are using about 6 million as seed, and we are exporting some of it to the neighboring countries also.
Okay, sir, I have completed the questions from my side. We have one participant logged in, sir. Mr. Sanjay Patra, if you have any questions, you can unmute your mic and ask, sir.
I have just one question. Where can we get a good quality seed, in bulk quantity?
There are many suppliers. There are many companies like Mahindra is the one, Siddhi Vinayak is one. Then there are many potato farmers in Punjab who are producing huge quantities of seed. So you can contact those farmers. And these companies, this ITC is also one player in the seed sector. So they can provide you seed, good quality seed.
For Eastern India, is there any good company that we can contact for bulk seeds?
No, I have no such information. But so this is the general information I'm giving you. So these companies, they have representatives all over India. So you can contact them.
Okay, so ITC is one. So what are the other names you said? Sorry,
ITC, then Siddhi Vinayak is one.
Siddhi Vinayaka.
Siddhi Vinayak.
Okay.
Mahindra is one.
Mm-hmm.
Mahindra and Mahindra.
Okay.
These are the other
Okay.
companies like PepsiCo, etc. They are producing seed for their own consumption. They're not selling it. But these
Mm.
companies are selling seed, and there are many large farmers also in Punjab who are producing and selling seed to the specifically Bengal and Karnataka.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we would like to thank Dr. J.S. Minas for the talk and for answering the questions. This meeting will now be closed.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome, sir.